Hello ladies and gentlemen, today my topic is, as I showed at the beginning of this video, Muhammad is a false prophet according to the testimony of the Quran, and we will show the Muslims the scientific ignorance of the Quran and tell them it's a scientific nuisance and not a scientific miracle, as the Muslims are all the time shouting the Quran is a book of miracles. So let us start with the topic. We read in Surah Al-Mulk, which is number 67, and the verse 5, the following. And indeed, we adorned the lowest heaven with stars like lamps and made them as missiles for stoning eavesdropping devils, for whom we have also prepared the torment of the blaze. So they added here three words which are not existing in the Arabic script, which are stars, missiles, eavesdropping. The Arabic script says that these lamps are used to stone the devils, simply. Stars are giant balls of hot gas, mostly hydrogen with some helium and small amounts of other elements. Every star has its own life cycle and its properties change as it ages. The smallest known star is 0.12 solar radii across, or about 167,000 kilometers. That's 20% larger than Jupiter or 13 times the size of Earth. Hydrogen is a flammable gas due to its very low activation and ignition energy. Hydrogen itself is a combustible material, so introducing more of it into a fire could increase the size and intensity of the flames. Helium is the second most abundant element in the universe after hydrogen. It's a colorless and odorless inert gas that has unique properties. What makes helium so unique of all the elements, helium is the most stable. It will not burn or react with other elements. Helium will not smother a fire. Helium also is not flammable and will do nothing when in contact with the fire. We read in Surah Sad, which is the number 38, in the verses 75 to 76, the following. Allah said, O Iblis, which means Satan, what prevented you from prostrating yourself before him whom I created of my two hands? Are you waxing proud or fancy yourself to be too exalted? He replied, I am nobler than he. You created me from fire and created him from clay. As we read, now we can see that this is not a scientific miracle, but a scientific nuisance. Since the real living God, who created everything, what we see and don't see, cannot make such a mistake. So there is no revelation from the real living God to Muhammad. He is a false prophet, and there's an ignorance in the Quran about the stars. He don't know what the stars are, what their consist is. And you are using them to stone the Satan. So let us see, as we knew now, that stars consist of hydrogen and helium. And the Satan is created from fire. So hydrogen, if you add it to the fire, he will increase the intensity of the fire and the flames. And helium has no affection on fire. So this proves the ignorance of the Quran, and it is not from the real living God. So do not say again, Muslims, scientific miracle, but say scientific nuisance.